Okay, so now we're ready to have our first look at the Turnitin report generated by the submission as from the previous vodcast. A little while after you've submitted your assignment, depending on how busy the server is, it could take anywhere from 2 minutes to 24 hours, your originality report will be generated by the program. The originality report is the report wherein you will see whether or not there was plagiarism in your assignment. Once the report has been generated, you will see that the Communication Science homepage on Turnitin will change to show a percentage next to your submitted assignment. Clicking on this percentage will open up the full originality report in a new window. Let's have a look at each one of the aspects of this report, starting at the top left-hand side corner. Now firstly, all of the information regarding the assignment that you have selected is displayed, including the class and assignment number along with the due date. Clicking on the drop-down arrow will allow you to toggle between assignments and classes. Now you will see that we have originality selected over here, and for most modules this is the only applicable option, as we will neither be grading, marking your assignment on Turnitin, nor will we have other students mark your assignment, which would be the case with peer mark. This might, however, be different from one module to another, so be sure to consult MyUnisa for more information. Now, at the top right-hand corner of your report, you will see your similarity index in percentage. Now, this number is the important one. First of all, you need to understand that this is not a plagiarism percentage. It does not indicate how much of your assignment is plagiarized. Rather, it indicates the amount of similarities in the assignment with other sources. Of course, if you did plagiarize, this percentage will show it. But it also shows phrases not paraphrased enough or not paraphrased correctly, etc. Now, directly following your similarity index, you will see the match overview that makes up the similarity score that we just talked about. The match overview offers the list of sources that were found to be similar to your assignment in the order of similarity, with the source most used or most similar on top. In this case, as you can see, the assignment has a 26% similarity to another source, the first one listed over there. This might mean that I overused the source, or that I plagiarized from it. Or it could also just mean that I did not adequately paraphrase when making use of it. Either way, I need to reconsider or revise my use of the source, as it does seem to be a problem. This list is actually interactive, and when you mouse over one of the sources, you will see that a little arrow appears on the right-hand side corner of the block. Now, clicking on this arrow will simultaneously take you to the original source and place in your assignment that corresponds to it. Now, take note that some of the sources might not be available for viewing due to copyright restrictions. Corresponding to this list, passages in your assignment, which should be viewable on the left-hand side of your screen, is highlighted and flagged with the number of the source in different colors. For example, on this page, you will see that there are similarities to source 1, to source 43, 34, and number 3. Now, we will talk more about what all of this means in the next podcast. But for now, let's go back to our document view. Below the match overview that we just talked about, you will see two important icons displayed. First, let's have a look at the funnel-shaped icon, where we will be able to set the filters and settings of our report. The course coordinator has already entered the default settings for our report, but please just make sure that quotes and bibliographies are excluded, just as matches with less than 5 words are. Using multicolored highlighting will help you with the interpretation of your report, meaning you will be immediately able to see corresponding sources. Now, going back, the second icon over here, next to the one shaped like a funnel, gives you the option to view your report as text only. Clicking on it will show the same report but in a different format. We will talk more about this format specifically in the last podcast, where we will deal with inserting the report into your assignment. But to toggle back to the other view, you just click on the document viewer option right over there. Now, the last two aspects that I want to talk to you about, displayed on this document viewer screen, you will see at the left bottom of your screen. And now, the first little icon over here will give you the report information in summary, and the second icon will give you two other options. The bottom option allows you to PDF the digital receipt of your submission for printing. Now, this is the same receipt that you would have received in your email inbox. The second option allows PDF download of the entire report for printing and saving. It is recommended that you download a PDF report and save it for your records. When you do, however, please bear the following in mind. Firstly, the file that will be created is usually very large, so it might take quite a while, especially when the server is busy. If your internet settings are of such a nature that it blocks pop-ups, you will have to disable your pop-ups and then do a re-download of the report. But once the report is done downloading, you have the option to either open it or save it on your computer. We recommend that you go ahead and save the report immediately for a quicker download. When the report is saved in PDF format, it will open up in any Adobe PDF viewer, but please take note that the color highlighting will be lost. The links will no longer be active, and the list of similar sources will now only appear at the end of the report. So it's for this reason that we prefer you to work in this text-only format, as explained before, when you're interpreting your report. You can also save this text-only format by clicking on the download icon at the top right-hand corner of the screen. A much quicker download will now ensue, and your saved report should look something like this. Now, the sources are still highlighted in color and the links remain active, although the list does appear right at the beginning of the assignment. Now, once you have this report, you are ready to start interpreting your work to make sure that it's free of plagiarism and structured in the best way possible. And the next podcast will look at how we can do this.